The US government's urgently investigating the leaking of dozens of intelligence documents on social media. The BBC's seen some of the documents, including detailed accounts of the training and equipment being provided to Ukraine. Some of those leaked are labelled top secret. Others appear to suggest the US had intercepted official communications of an ally, South Korea. The BBC's Carl Nasman is in Washington with more.
Well, these documents have been circulating online for several days now, but U.S. officials clearly concerned about the impacts of them, especially when it comes to security. In the most recent statement from the Pentagon, officials are saying that they're working to assess any potential impact on U.S. security as well as its partners and allies. They're also working to determine the veracity of these documents, but officials do say that they believe they contain classified and highly sensitive materials. Now, a criminal investigation has also been opened into this case, which is believed to be the biggest leak of classified information since Edward Snowden gave classified documents to journalists back in 2013. We still don't know who is behind this particular round of leaks, but U.S. officials believe that it might have originated in the United States just based on the breadth and depth of information contained within these documents. They have not, however, ruled out any involvement from Russia or Russian sympathizers. In terms of the documents themselves, there were actually two different rounds of leaks. The first one happened back in March. This was a handful of documents, mostly pertaining to the war in Ukraine. This was sensitive material containing maps and photographs and timelines, and specifically, it did mention a potential spring offensive. So there are concerns that this information could help Russia to determine when any kind of counterattack by Ukraine could be taking place. There are also concerns, according to the New York Times, that one of these documents reveals that the air defense systems of Ukraine could be running low in terms of missiles and other elements that have been used to protect the skies and keep Russian aircraft out of Ukrainian airspace, that defense system could be running low as soon as the month of May. Interestingly, some of these documents also appear to have been altered to paint Russia in a slightly better light in terms of lowering the number of Russian casualties and someone altering the number of Ukrainian casualties to make those casualties appear to be higher. There was a second, much larger leak of documents on Friday, around 100 different documents, and this one could potentially be embarrassing for the United States. The documents appear to reveal that the country has been spying on some of its closest allies, South Korea and Israel, for example. But this is being seen as a worrying development for a U.S. spying operation that has been remarkably efficient and remarkably effective throughout the war in Ukraine.